Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. Due to the injury suffered by Joe Burrow, the Cincinnati Bengals today have signed veteran quarterbacks Sean Clifford and Mike White to their practice squad. They've elevated Brett Rippon from the practice squad to the active roster. The NFL has said that Tom Brady did not violate any rules by being in the Las Vegas Raiders coaching box during last night's game of the Chargers. Brady, part owner of the Raiders, but his role with Fox TV created a possible conflict of interest. Cincinnati Reds continue their series at St. Louis tonight. The Reds 2 back in the National League wildcard race following an off day. Cleveland Guardians open a series at Detroit. Guardians 3 back in the American League wildcard race. And the Clippers at home with Omaha tonight. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. We all love the word free. So does Awaken 180. Medication free, side effect free, and free support for life. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The following is intended for immature audiences only.
There's no such thing as a radio rating system.
But if there were, this show would be rated O as in...
Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the Crazy Soundboard.
Hola.
I'm Dennis Farina.
So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56 and, is that correct? Walk.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Hello, good, clean boy.
Oh, hello, man. How are things on that side of the table?
Well, nothing's broken yet.
Oh, good.
Just my soul. How you doing, Ted?
I'm doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
Yeah! There it is.
We essentially have
We did
today,
it.
kids. I mean, you don't care. You're listening, and you shouldn't care. But I'm going to tell you anyway. A brand new radio station. No, all the equipment, and, I'm looking at the same ugly faces, and the, jerseys are still behind me.
This is as good a face as you're ever going to get, buddy,
But
in this industry.
we've changed the entire software configuration, the means of production.
They control the means of production, Mikey.
So we're flying blind today. We made the transition about 8 o'clock last night. How many seconds of dead air did we have, Timmy?
We had about 35 when we made the transition.
I thought we'd have about 35 minutes.
I got my first silence alert at like 8:06. So something must have been switched around at the beginning of that NFL game, or at least when we joined coverage. I know the game had started earlier, but when we got to Bucs Texans after Buckeye Roundtable, I told everybody to sort of pay attention, see if anything major happened. It's like the year 2000 switch is what was going on around here. I remember the fear that I had when we were waiting for that ball to drop. I thought missiles were just going to start flying across the sky. I didn't know what was going to happen, but there was that little tiny bit of fear that came over me. I had that feeling at 7:56 last night.
I still have it.
I feel like a loser over here because I have nothing. You have everything over there.
You don't need anything.
There's no Catherine Zeta-Jones installed on this computer at all. I have no say-so. There was some talk about how I would be able to log in and we'd be able to do dueling banjos with sound bites. And I can't do it. There's nothing here.
They changed their mind.
They switched the samples.
They switched the samples.
That sounded overmodulated, didn't it?
I don't know what to tell you, homie.
You can't log into like the Zeta to go over there?
No, don't give him options.
I don't want to.
I don't want him to do that. I don't want him. Secretly, I went to engineering because their grand plan was to give Timmy access to all the sounds over there. And I smiled and lied to your face, Timmy, and said, that's a great idea. And then I went to the engineering department and said, do not give him access to anything.
Or else I'm gone.
You're a child.
That's what you did?
You won't be paying attention to me. You'll just be playing things. I'll be in the middle of some sort of rant about how Herbie sucks, and then...
Yeah, well, I think he's a pervert. Probably a communist, too.
You see, that would be great.
No.
That would be great. And now we get none of that. And I'm not doing any mobile version if that's what I got to do. I need hardwired. I need hard line.
You need it hard. I got it. Robert Redford, R.I.P.
Man.
He's dead.
Yeah.
89 years old.
Yep. I mean, I guess in a way, he's a bit before my time, but I've watched many of his older films.
Well, but he's one of those
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid I've seen in the theater. I went with my mom and saw a double feature of Robert Redford films because we lived out in Utah for a couple of years, and that's where the Sundance Film Festival is.
I was going to say, what year were you born?
No, I mean, they replay famous movies in cool older theaters. That's something that they do. You know, we could go see Jaws. We could have gone and seen that probably at the Grandview Theater here this past year. They do stuff like that. They did their 50th anniversary, so stuff like that.
I don't leave the house.
Anyway, I saw those two, which were, I mean, would you agree? Those are probably his two most famous films from his heyday, The Sting, Butch Cassidy, and The Sundance Kid. Saw both those back to back. That was nice.
Probably. I mean, obviously, we're sports people in theory, so the natural.
That too.
I mean, that's my natural answer.
There's your answer.
89 years old. Had he retired? Was he doing anything?
I don't think he was doing anything. I know he was in the second Captain America, so he kind of made an appearance in that Marvel universe where tons of A-list actors had their run. And that was in like Winter Soldier, I think was the second Captain America feature.
I ain't seen it.
No, I didn't think you synced it, but I don't know if he reprised that role. I think Harrison Ford was in the most recent Captain America as some like giant red Hulk.
Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Richard Kimball doesn't feel well.
It's like blowing me away.
What do you want from me, homie? Just playing the sound. It's like I normally do.
Just hitting the buttons. Playing the sticks.
Monday Night Football last night. 2 games. I watched both for the most part. Look, I found myself, I chuckled because a couple years back, the Commanders came out. I don't know whether they were Washington football team or they were still the Redskins. I have no idea. But they came out and said, you know what, this FedEx field that we play in, we need to build a new one. We don't like this anymore. You know, it's just not... It's not homey. It doesn't feel personal. It feels artificial. Yeah. You know, it doesn't have that same feel. You know, what we need is something like RFK. You know, the stadium that you left.
Absolutely.
The stadium that was still standing.
It's not fit to play in right now.
But I'm just saying, you made that comment. It's there.
Sure, yeah.
You left it because it was no good for you anymore. You had the possibility to remodel that place, right? Fix it up, bring it into the new century. But you said, no, we need something shiny and new. And then when you got your shiny and new, you instantly longed for the one that you had before. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers again. And I'm saying to myself, man, I wish I had a quarterback like Baker Mayfield.
Are you thinking about that from the Browns' perspective?
Anybody's perspective. Because can I tell you something?
As a Bears fan.
He was available to everyone.
He was.
When he got traded to the Rams.
Right, he had that one Monday. Did he have a Monday night game where he came in like Sunday afternoon? Or maybe it was a Thursday night game and he got there on Wednesday.
He was a backup there, and people thought his career was going to be a backup. He signs with Tampa Bay, not because they were just going to hand him the job. He was going in to compete for the starting job.
Right. It wasn't a sure thing.
Winning the starting job, and now look where he is. I'm telling you, Baker Mayfield right now, I don't know what it's going to be when the season's over. Right now, Baker Mayfield is a top 5 quarterback in this league.
Top 5?
He is a top 5 quarterback in this league. Those 2 victories he put together the last couple of weeks, I don't even care what the total numbers say. All right, I don't care.
I'm cool with it. I'm not going to nitpick you. I would say for sure top 10. So if you're going to throw top 5, I'm not going to nitpick that.
He took a licking and kept on ticking last night too. And when he needed to, he made plays with his legs and he's taking big hits and he's flipping over guys.
That was cool. You're talking about the 4th and 10.
Absolutely.
Game is on the line. He gets in between the tackles, gets out into the open, and does a full-on forward flipping somersault while he's got a bum knee. There was a time in that game. Right, I missed a couple of drives, then I tuned in, and Joe Buck and Aikman are talking about how they were glad just to see him back in the game, that there was some concern that he was going to get knocked out
he took
the way that he was taking a beating.
He took some hard beatings.
Took a hit, I think, on the 2-point conversion at the end of the game, too. So
yes,
even after they won it and he's heading back to the sideline, he took a nice hit on the lower body. So,
and you know what?
He's a great football player.
Didn't have to be as complicated, too, because he made, when he was scrambling out of the pocket, a hell of a throw down the field to Ibuka, who dropped it. Now, he had another touchdown in this game as well, because all he does is catch touchdowns. But
3 touchdown catches in his first 2 games for him. I'll let that one slide.
I'll tell you what, man. And look, there's no use in piling on Browns fans at this point. They understand. They know. They get it. I'm not even talking about that from a Browns perspective. I'm talking about it for the rest of the league. If you're sitting there with your crappy team and looking at your crappy quarterback, just know that everybody in this league could have had this guy.
Don't forget, his time with the Panthers, too, because he thought that was going to be a spot. And they had that.
You know what? I forgot about the Panthers.
Game right away where it was Panthers-Browns. And I think the Browns got
the first week.
I think it was a week 1 game. And I think the Browns got the better.
I think
what does it even matter now? I thought the Browns got him, and it was like that ha-ha vindication moment. But look how it's gone. They wanted Deshaun Watson. They wanted to throw the $250 million to the former Houston Texan that was disgraced and sitting on the sidelines for multiple years. And the NFL wouldn't even let him play for 10 games or whatever it was.
I'm not, trust me, don't misunderstand. I'm not here to say I told you so. Because at the time, I thought it was the smart move. Maybe Deshaun Watson wasn't a smart move.
Right.
But I didn't think that Baker Mayfield was going to be the long-term answer.
I'm kind of with you.
The Cleveland Browns. I wasn't sitting here saying, you're going to regret it. As a matter of fact, nobody was except Baker Mayfield. Now, he's betting on himself. He's delusional, but now we see. Now we see exactly what he is.
When you look back at his numbers, right, they look better, don't they, knowing the quarterback that he is right now? Because you're thinking about how a quarterback takes steps. And we've seen the Browns have quarterbacks all throughout their years in the last 30 years that weren't even close to as good as even what you thought was the pedestrian Baker Mayfield.
Right.
But he was still throwing, 23 to 27 touchdown passes. I think he had the injury, right? And then that hurt him. He was playing with a bum shoulder. That obviously affected him. He came back, and I think that last year as a full-time starter, he was maybe at like 18 touchdowns and 13 picks. And I'm with you. I don't think I was sitting here saying like, my God, this is so dumb to move on from Baker Mayfield. He kind of was brash and making a lot of noise, and that overly confident guy when the results weren't quite there. But you love to see a story like this pan out and a guy make it on his 2nd, 3rd, or 4th life, maybe even.
It's not just you, Brownie fans. The entire league was stupid. Tampa Bay Buccaneers caught lightning in bottle. All right, more quarterback news. I got tons of quarterback news coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Sponsored by Rapid Radios. We do have some slowdowns this afternoon on the north side, I-71 northbound between I-670 and 11th Avenue. Traffic's heavy on I-670 eastbound between 3rd Street and I-71. Plan for that to be a little slow. And there was an accident, Parsons Avenue at Groveport Road. It looks like you're going to be slowing in that area. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscriptions ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Heather Pasco for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. Together to serve you better. Schedule today at thewaterworks.com.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease 2 Elantras for $222. That's right, lease 2 new 2025 Elantra SEs for just $222 a month for a 2-year lease. Both your new Elantras come with owner assurance and America's Best Warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. In Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.99 down per unit plus taxes and fees. First month payment, 10K miles per year, ends 9/30.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, we've got a problem at Pella.
I like where this is going.
Because of Pella's reputation and quality, a lot of folks assume that we're out of budget.
Oh, that's too... Oh, I hate hearing.
But we've actually got 5 awesome window lines that fit any budget, from the $300,000 to the $3 million home, and far from the most expensive.
So you actually don't have a problem. Awesome.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Right now, USDA Choice Boneless Chuck Roasts or Value Pack Chuck Steaks are only $6.99 a pound with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dump all your problems on someone else's back? Well, when you wake up to a clogged drain or a plumbing issue, make that Mr. Rooter's problem.
Call 855-MISTERS today or MrRooter.com.
Call Mr. Rooter, he'll be there quick.
The season may be winding down, but there's still time to make the most of Buckeye Lake. At Buckeye Lake Marina, we have year-end deals on boats, accessories, and more. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 9/30. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Sunday, a day of rest, relaxation, and Browns football. Catch the Brownies as they battle the Packers from the land.
Live fan coverage starts Sunday at 11 with the Kick It One.
Your Central Ohio home of the Browns, The Fan.
Got a teen athlete? Then you know putting in the hours is all part of the game. But did you know the same goes for learning how to drive? Because just like playing a sport, learning to drive takes practice. The only difference is the stakes are even higher. 50 hours of practice time driving with you? Worth every minute. Gear up at teachyourteentodrive.ohio.gov.
The Ohio Lottery's new $5 scratch-off Win Big has a top prize of $100,000. And with the Ohio Lottery app, all non-winning tickets can be entered into a My Lotto Rewards second chance promotion to win Cleveland or Cincinnati football tickets or even a trip to football's biggest game. And that's more exhilarating than a cooler of sports drink dumped on you. So exhilarating. Win big from the Ohio Lottery. A celebration waiting to happen. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Another summer day ahead with mostly sunny skies, light winds, and afternoon highs getting in the mid to upper 80s. A little bit cooler tonight with mostly clear skies overnight and our lows down into the 50s. But for Wednesday, we remain dry and sunny with our highs getting in the mid to upper 80s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
There's a greater than 0% chance Common Man gets fired before this show is over.
You're listening to Man and Timmy.
He talks to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Are you suffering from ED, erectile dysfunction? Well, studies say that if you are, you've been dealing with it and trying to cure it yourself for like a year.
Can't do that.
That's ridiculous.
How you going to do that?
You're not going to unless you have a medical professional living in your home with you who specializes in this issue. Yes.
Dumb.
Go see my friends at Tri-State Men's Health.
Smart.
Many patients at Tri-State Men's Health have said over and over again, why didn't I get my ED treated sooner? Now you can. Don't wait. Schedule a consult today. Your initial visit is just $99. And if your test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit's free.
Free.
Is this what you bring to this now?
Yes.
Call them today, 800-900-9654. Or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
Do you want something else?
No. Quarterback news. Bengals have signed Sean Clifford and Mike White.
Oh, baby.
They have activated Brett Rippon.
Oh, man.
From the practice
stars
squad.
Are coming out.
So, look, we're collecting bad in numbers now. This is the first step. The injury is fresh. You know, Zach Taylor was talking about Jake Browning yesterday and how he has the full confidence in Jake Browning to get the Bengals where they need to go to achieve the team's ultimate goals. And he's going to say that. What's he going to? This is his guy for the foreseeable future. Even if he goes home to Mrs. Taylor and pours himself an E.G. Taylor, says, oh, my God, what are we going to do? I can't go the entire season with this guy. He's not going to say that publicly. Now, there are options for you. You know, you can make a call. I heard Rothman and I talking about Kirk Cousins. He's there.
That would be an expensive option, I would think.
It would be.
Jameis Winston is the one that was starting to get floated around by some reporters yesterday.
I said the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton. He's familiar with you. You're familiar with him. At least from an aesthetic standpoint. I know he didn't play for Zach Taylor, but stick with me for a second. He didn't play for Zach Taylor, did he? Now I got to think.
Yeah.
Did he?
I think he might have. Because I don't know that Zach's year one was also Joe Burrow's year one. Meaning that he would have been there for that final year of Andy Dalton, and they were awful, like 2-14 awful, and then number one overall pick just falls right on your lap.
Did they cross over, Teddy?
I think they did. I don't even think he's listening to you.
He's doing the...
I'm checking.
Oh, you were researching?
I mean, I could come back over and say, I don't know. I'm over here on Google, but I'm sorry.
Man, if you didn't think Teddy was going to kill Timmy yesterday, just wait.
Oh, man. No.
Something's brewing with you, too.
Teddy was happy to show me his brand new Dallas Cowboys ball cap, and he even had left the New Era sticker on the bill.
Did you notice he took it off?
Yes, I did.
Because he was just joking to point out how much of a douche you are by keeping the stickers on?
Well, I'm done with that, okay?
Well, good. You should be done with it.
There's some that are grandfathered in.
No.
They can't be removed now because there'd be sticky residue.
Are you like Doug Wilson with the hockey helmets?
Yes.
No.
Yep.
Take the stickers off. Buy a new hat.
I am Rod Langway, okay? Like the stickers are staying on because they'll be messed up if you take them off now.
Teddy, did they cross over?
They did.
Yeah, 2019, they had 1 year together.
Okay, there you go. Maybe it was a bad situation.
I told you that 2 minutes
ago.
ago.
Who knows? Maybe
they were terrible.
Red Rifle was sleeping with Zach Taylor's wife. I don't know.
No, it was just that they were bad. They didn't have a team at that point, and that's the direction it was going. It was the end of the Marvin Lewis run. They had made those playoffs and not done anything with it. It was a disaster.
It gave them Joe Burrow.
It gave them Joe Burrow. Look, sometimes
gave them a guy who's been injured 3 out of the last 6 years.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Yeah. Right. No, you're not. Would
wrong. You rather have Joe Burrow or Caleb Williams?
Well, let's not be stupid now.
But they are thoughts that you're struggling with right now. If you're a Bengals fan,
how can you
if
not?
You believe Joe Burrow is this, and I think we all believe that Joe Burrow is one of the top quarterbacks in the league, but now you have to put that asterisk next to it that says when healthy, because third straight season-ending injury is what it is at this point. Half the seasons he's played, he has gone out with a season-ending injury now.
Right. We're not talking about just little injuries.
No, we're talking about blown out knee, blew out his wrist ligaments, couldn't throw the ball anymore. That happened on a 3 or 5 yard route. And then this, which is pretty serious. I mean, maybe he can make it back in mid-late December. I would encourage Joe to not, rush, but do all the right things and come back as soon as you are green-lighted to come back, because the team could need you at that time.
Look, I'm not a medical expert. I don't claim to know what's good for his health and wellness, but I think we have a pretty good idea what he needs to do. Cut the toe off.
Bionic?
Amputate the toe.
I mean, if you could go with a bionic toe, that
Ronnie Lott did it on his hand. I mean, it wasn't the toe.
It was
but
just a pinky finger,
he had an opportunity to play in a playoff game. He said, cut the finger off. So I think Joe Burrow, if he's really serious about the team, should say cut the toe off.
Did Ronnie actually cut a little piece of the finger off?
Well, he didn't do it.
No, I mean, it ripped off in the game, and they finished it off because it was basically severed.
I forget what it was. No, I don't think that's the case. I think it was
it was mangled.
It was broken to a point where he was not going to be able to play. They were going to have to wrap this thing up to the point where he wouldn't be able to play.
Yeah.
And the option was we could do that, or we could just cut it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a sliver. Just maybe a 1-inch part of it.
Hey, that's dedication, Holmes.
It sure is. Ronnie Lott was one of the toughest SOBs to ever play football.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to say Joe Burrow doesn't care about his teammates.
No.
Because of this.
You better buy some pretty good Christmas gifts this year, Joe.
Cut it off. Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels.
Oh, no.
Is dealing with a knee injury. You know what? Cut that off, too.
Just cut the leg off.
One-legged quarterback.
Jaden will be more elusive than half the quarterbacks in the league, only with one of his legs.
They're not ruling him out for this weekend, but they're saying it's iffy. As a Commander fan, are you scared?
Yeah, I'm scared. I mean, they're coming off a loss to Green Bay. You're looking at the Raiders and then a road trip to the Falcons and the Chargers right after that. And if Jaden Daniels is already ouchy week 2, I think here's what it is. And I'm not saying that this is fair and there should be any similarities at all, but you had the number 2 overall pick once upon a time, so you were not able to draft Andrew Luck. You couldn't even think about it. You got RG3, the Heisman Trophy winner.
I didn't know we were going.
He was amazing in year 1. He was the AP Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Are you really?
And then he got banged up enough.
You're in that headspace right now.
I'm not really in that headspace.
All right, this is a guy as a rookie who took you to the NFC Championship game, and already you have him flaming out and being a big, giant bum like RG3.
I did not.
What's the matter with you?
I did not have him flaming out and being a bum. You asked me as a Commanders fan, are you scared? And I have nightmares about that situation. I'm always going to wonder if I will ever get to see them play in the Super Bowl or win a Super Bowl. Just because they got there in his rookie season doesn't automatically mean anything.
Timmy, just because we do this show doesn't mean everything that comes out of your mouth has to be a hot take. Now, why doesn't Joe Burrow just amputate his damn toe? Oopsie daisy.
Just get rid of it, Joe. Come on.
The NFL has a problem that we can't ignore. And I don't think they can ignore either. And we'll talk about it coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
This report sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. There's an accident on East Livingston Avenue at College Avenue. Also crashed Parsons Avenue at Groveport Road. You're going to be slow on the west side on I-70 eastbound between Mound Street and State Route 315. Is water damaging your home? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement concrete foundation experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Heather Pasco for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Voted Best Credit Union for the past 7 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit bmifcu.org to learn more.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At CARE, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. CARE Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
What's better than cheering the Buckeyes on to victory? Wearing our exclusive collection of OSU jewelry as you watch. Hi, this is Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. We're an officially licensed jeweler of The Ohio State University, and we've created beautiful Buckeye jewelry that will last a lifetime. From Blocko earrings to Diamond Script Ohio necklaces, we've got luxury Buckeye gifts starting at $99. No matter where you're watching, show your Buckeye love at the Diamond Cellar, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Band.
One has pizza sauce for blood.
The other is Rachel Maddow.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Hey, Teddy. Reds got a victory last night, buddy.
Hey, that's what they do.
Giants lost, too.
Who'd they lose
Which
to?
is good, but that's the problem is the Giants are playing the Diamondbacks right now, the two teams that are in front of the Reds. Now, but that's good, though, because something's got to give.
Giants need to win tonight.
One of those teams is going to lose the next couple days.
Yeah.
That's just math.
Hopefully they just go back and forth.
But there's one thing the Reds need to do.
Win.
That's a toughie.
Win. Win, Rocky. Win.
It's suicide!
You can't win! Hey, you picked up a half game, though. 2 games back today.
Picked up a half game.
Yep.
So you're 2 games back. Guardians in Detroit tonight. They are also 2 games back of a wild card spot. I think 2 or 2.5.
They're 3 games back.
They are?
They dropped
Well,
a
they were
half
idle
game.
last night, so
Yeah.
someone must have won.
Mm-hmm. They dropped a half game. by
Tommy
doing
Brady.
nothing.
Tommy Brady making the news today because we had the second Monday night game in Las Vegas last night. And we know that Tom Brady is a minority owner of the Raiders. We heard during the offseason he was very influential in, getting Geno Smith to come there. Looks like a good move after a couple games.
Geno's okay.
No, it sucked last night.
Geno's going to be, the 17th best quarterback in the NFL?
He's fine.
In a given year? Yeah, he's
fine.
He's an eternal bridge quarterback. Like, he will start for a team, but you are not going to be a contender with Geno Smith. That's the way it is.
So, we sort of understood that, and we heard that Fox and the league sort of relaxed some of the rules this year, and that he could take part in some meetings that maybe, I guess, he couldn't take part in last year. But I think that sort of changes when he's in the coach's box.
Did he have a headset on?
With a headset on during the game.
What are we doing, Tom?
I want to say that he is supposed to call, what's the thing? Here it is. Brady is slated to call Week 3's Cowboys-Bears game this upcoming weekend. And then just, coincidentally, I'm not saying this is some sort of scam or anything, but the Raiders play the Bears the following week. So you got a guy who's going to be, is this game in Chicago, Teddy, or in Dallas? Either way, it doesn't matter. He's going to be talking to Bears coaches and Bears players all week. He's going to be calling the game. And then the week after that, the team that he owns, the team that he was in the booth last night with a headset on for, is going to be playing that same Chicago Bears team. I'm not saying anything is happening. I'm not saying Tom Brady is in on some big conspiracy. I'm saying from a league standpoint, this looks bad.
It's just, what do you want to allow? That's what you're talking about here. If Brady wants to be an owner and he wants to be a coach, I think that's what you should choose to be. I don't think that you can pick and choose how far I'm going to go here, how far I'm going to be able to go as a broadcaster. Let's make up some kind of middle ground rules because Tom Brady is special, and we have to do things special for special people, I guess, because we can't not have Tom Brady speaking to America as a football fan, even though I don't feel what I hoped I would feel. having Tom Brady in the booth.
What did you hope that you would feel?
I hope that it was just going to be the greatest football analyst to ever put on a headset.
I knew that wasn't going to be the case.
Because he was one of the greatest football players to ever play.
That's fine, but it doesn't change the fact that he's not a likable guy.
Yeah, it just hasn't felt that way. I get a better feeling out of watching Peyton and Eli on their couches.
Please don't say Greg Olsen.
Oh, God, no.
Greg Olsen today was doing like a front office sports conversation where it never ends. Now, I'm sure he's asked this question, but just at this point, buddy, you got a job. You're doing the games.
Yeah, you're
not on the number one crew anymore. Just take one dip and end it.
You're Greg Olsen. He's Tom Brady. That's the way that this goes. But I agree. It just seems off. It's one thing if you're a minority owner and you're sort of in a back room kind of role there, and the more prominent gig is definitely your number one position on Fox to call their game of the week. But now that we're seeing that he's having, multiple conversations with the head coach, he's involved in game planning, he's breaking things down with Chip.
Chip Kelly says he talks to Tom Brady multiple times a week.
Yeah, 2-3 times a week. So
Is everybody confused by this, too?
It's a little bit bizarre.
I mean, even Tom Brady. This is Monday Night Football. It doesn't matter. It could be on regional, where just a couple markets get it. He is sitting in a clear glass booth. He's not behind a brick wall where they'll never see me here. He's Tom Brady with the headset on. We're going to notice you, dude.
What is did you hear that, Pete was trying to backtrack a little bit about how this was looking, and
because he understands it looks bad.
He was asked about the concerns, and he said, I think Tom's really tried to honor that really strictly, like his role, like whatever that means. With all respect to the situation of concerns like you're talking about, I think he's been really good. He's not planning games with us. He's not talking to us about anything other than our conversations that we have.
What does that mean?
That are really random.
What kind of conversations are you having with Tom? We're having conversations about the conversations.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of conversations?
We're just conversating.
The conversations.
We're just conversating.
Here's my question to you, Tim. You watch a lot of football. Has there been another owner, and owners are always put on the screen, right, if they're there in their box, that you've seen on a headset?
No. Closest thing, honestly, that I've ever seen was this past week on Sunday. You saw the new owner of the Colts, Jim Irsay's daughter, was taking notes. People made a deal out of that and were posting photos. I'm like, hey, that's fine. She's down there jotting down in a notepad, like, what the hell's going on here? What the hell's going on here? I don't know what she's going to ultimately do with that information, because I say if you are completely not the football person, then hire people that know what the hell they're doing. It's something that Jerry Jones should have learned 25 years ago, but sad for Teddy and the rest of the Cowboy fans, he's not. I've never heard of any kind of owner being involved in, a coaching role like this and a broadcasting role. You go way back in the day in football, you had them, but not now.
It's just odd. And I don't think the league can ignore it. But then again, the league ignores a lot of stuff, and then people just magically stop talking about them. Tom Brady also made news by saying that he's coming out of retirement to play flag football. The Fanatics Flag Football Classic, which is going to take place in Saudi Arabia. Of course it is. March 21st, 2026.
That sounds like a blast.
Here's what Tom Brady had to say. I felt like the perfect time for me to hit the field again and get my competitive juices flowing was for this game.
Let them flow.
I've always admired the power of flag. I'm sorry, I got to read it like Tom, because I hear Tom a certain way in my head.
Please don't.
No, I'm going to do it. Ready?
No.
I've always admired the power of flag football, the fastest growing sport in the world, and how it connects fans of all ages. I want to help continue the global movement and momentum that our game is having. And it certainly has no bearing that the Saudis are paying me $25 million. Get the hell out of here.
Good for you, Tom.
Why don't you just all come out and say, they are just putting so much money in our pockets?
I can't say no.
My God.
It's 5 days of flag football. Who the hell cares? Sure, I'll fly out to Saudi Arabia and then come back home.
There will be a time. I don't know if it's going to be 5 years from now or not. All right, but we're seeing it 2027, I think, is when they announced WrestleMania is going to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
We have not seen a regular season game in Saudi Arabia yet, but you will, and they will go. Prince, whatever his name is, will go. Prince Ali, glorious he.
Ali Ababa.
He will go to Roger Goodell and say, hey, how's $10 billion sound for a Super Bowl? And he'll say, sounds great. Great. Tony the Tiger's there. They're great.
How's 20 billion sound to bring the Super Bowl this way?
Even better.
Sure. You get it 2 years in a row, paying that kind of fee.
Saquon Barkley's going to be involved in this. I saw that who's going to be coaching? Pete Carroll, Sean Payton, Kyle Shanahan will be coaching. Saquon Barkley, CeeDee Lamb, Christian McCaffrey, Sauce Gardner, Myles Garrett, Brock Bowers, Max Crosby, Tyreek Hill.
I don't know.
Odell Beckham Jr. Is that, want to put him on there? Hey, let's get some more washed up guys.
I don't know if the NFL has to be worried, possibly, because if Saudi Arabia starts throwing their weight around. Yeah, whoa, hey. You saw what they did to golf. They might just start picking apart NFL dudes and start their own league.
What do you think, Schlegel?
I like watching dudes.
Me too.
Breakaway league time. No.
They got their soccer breakaway league. It's going to be a good 25 years or so before they get the NFL breakaway league.
What if they just invested $200 billion into a new football venture and just started paying triple what anybody could make out here?
All in, what do you think they're in on Live? It's not $200 billion, but seriously, what do you think they're in on Live when you factor in what they're paying for all of this and the money that they continue to lose every single year doing this?
It's got to be a $2 billion, right?
At least.
There were reports that they wanted to pay Tiger in that ballpark. Just Tiger.
Tiger's got respect.
It's got to be more than two, though, because the massive one-time, well, I guess they weren't one-time fees, but the signing bonuses and the figures that were going out there to all the bigger names that did go had to be a lot.
There's one thing Timmy's good for, and that is inside information, getting down deep with the Buckeyes. He's going to give us those nuggets with Inside the Buckeyes coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
This report sponsored by Murphy Tractor. We do have some slowdowns on the south side on I-71 northbound. Use caution between Greenlawn Avenue and I-70. Also on the east side, I-70 eastbound slows Livingston Avenue to US 33. And your stop and go because of accidents east of Livingston Avenue at College Avenue and Parsons Avenue at Groveport Road. Your job is demanding, so choose a partner who delivers more. At Murphy Tractor and Equipment, they provide John Deere equipment that sets the standard for reliability and performance. Visit murphytractor.com and take your job site to the next level. I'm Heather Pasco for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic, sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
Thank you for calling Spectrum. My name is Angie, and I'm in Orlando, Florida. How can I help you today?
Great. You're still there. It must be like 3 a.m.
We're always here 24/7. What can I do for you?
I know it's late, but I wanted to ask you about the best place to set up my router.
It's never too late. We'll have you up and running in no time.
Only Spectrum has 24/7, 100% U.S.-based customer support. It's only everything. Spectrum fiber-powered internet. It's the fastest and most reliable internet. Go to Spectrum.com to learn more.
He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown! This is what the Buckeyes train so hard for.
Just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change, their techs train like pros to deliver expert service every time.
Wait, are we talking about football or oil changes?
Both. Whether it's the Buckeyes on the field or your car in the bay, it's all about preparation and precision.
Can't argue with that.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit VIOC.com/Buckeyes today.
Enjoy a good deal more on fresh family favorites this week at Meijer. Save on fresh from Meijer whole pork shoulder butt roast, just $1.79 a pound. Locally grown bulk Honeycrisp apples are $1.49 a pound. And Meijer shredded chunk or sliced cheeses 3 for $6. With flu season around the corner, protect yourself and family with the flu shot. Available today at your Meijer pharmacy. Getting everything you want in just one stop. That's the good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
It's the Ohio Lottery's all-new 520 or $100 scratch-off. With 3 simple cash prizes, it'll have you saying, "Wow, that's what I call winning!" With tracks like... And the anthem celebrating the first of its kind $2 ticket. The 520 or $100 scratch-off is an absolute hit. Ohio Lotto's got the good. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Football. Hockey. Could it be? Yes, it's Jackets time. Your Blue Jackets battle St. Louis in preseason action. Coverage starts Sunday at 4:45.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Plumbing and Drain Cleaning Services.
The Fan.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
Scotty Vegas here. Smartest bet of the season? Bet on yourself. I needed a weight loss plan that fit into real life. Tailgates, road trips, kids' nights, and still lets you eat. Week 1 with Awaken 180, I was down 6. By the end, 45 pounds gone. That's with wings, chili, meatballs, sausages, all the good stuff. It's the Tailgate transformation. Structure, coaching, and food that tastes like a win. Make the smart play. Start your tailgate transformation at awaken180weightloss.com.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Jerry.
You know, as much as I enjoy being a professional inventor, a few of my dream inventions still elude me.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, the bruiseless avocado.
Ooh.
The unlosable TV remote.
Could change the world.
And for you, Aaron, the uncloggable drain.
Get Eco.
Until you crack it, Jerry. You know our 93 or free drain clearing offer is the next best thing.
Okay, explain yourself.
Get Eco.
Our drain team will clear your drain for just $93. If we can't clear it, it's free. And we guarantee it'll stay clear for at least a year, or we will clear it again for free.
Get Eco.
We'll even send our little robot camera down there to make sure you don't have a larger problem that could cause more trouble in the future.
Get Eco.
You think your guys could bring that robot over to my place and help me find that TV remote?
I think that's impossible even for us.
Get Eco.
Eco, plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
If the authorities looked at their Instagram accounts,
they'd be arrested immediately.
Daddy, what are you doing?
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I want to talk about my friends at Universal Windows Direct. Let's talk about technology, which is something we don't talk about when it comes to Windows, but Universal Windows Direct have the windows with the super spacer technology. What is that? Helps keep the hot air out, the cool air in, or vice versa, summer, winter, and your home feeling consistently comfortable. And let's be real, staying cool while spending less, that's the summer we all want. It's not summer anymore, but it still feels like summer out there because my sack is sweating. Universal Windows Direct can't do anything about when you go outside and your sack sweats, but your sack should not sweat in the house. As a matter of fact, that's their no sack sweat guarantee.
The guarantee. Yeah.
You call them up, 614-502-5220. Visit universalwindowsdirect.com. Get your free in-home estimate. I want you to say to them, hey, Common Man said no sack sweat guarantee. And they'll say, yes, sir, /ma'am. We'll be right over. Universal Windows Direct. Man, I'm great at selling things.
Sure are.
I'll tell you.
You put that Common Man slant on things.
Woo.
And the money starts
flowing. They don't pay me enough money, right, Teddy?
I mean, when you got a NASA type seal on your windows, it kind of sells itself.
Super spacer technology was actually developed by NASA.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not lying. That's right. I just made some more money on that.
That is unbelievable.
Common Man and Timmy present Inside the Buckeyes.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
All right. Start with some football here. Good, clean Buckeyes. One offense, one defense, one of the wild card variety. We're going with Jeremiah Smith, Caden Curry on defense for the wreckage that he was making against the Ohio Bobcats. And Arvell Reese will be the wild card. I had to put Jeremiah in here because he had the 9-catch, 153-yard performance, 2 total touchdowns, 47-yard catch over the Bobcat defender. That was vintage. And how about him running it in behind the biggest convoy you were ever going to see? That was almost comical, where the second that Jeremiah Smith got the flip on the reverse, but yeah, it's going to be a walk-in touchdown. So far, we had Kazmarek, Reese, and Patricia in week 1, Bo Jackson, Riley Pettijohn, and Julian Sayin last week. We are going to listen to Ryan Day's weekly press conference coming up here soon, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to hit a button here. It's what we call Zeta time. Matt Patricia just today talking about Arvell Reese's skill set.
Yeah, Arvell has a skill set that he can do a lot of things really well. Early in the game, he had a nice pass breakup too. He can run, and he's really long, so he can cover those guys. And just trying to pull a little bit of uncertainty in the offense to figure out what exactly is he doing on this play. I think that's the biggest thing that you can do with guys that have that multiple ability, on the field. Pass rush, he's certainly dynamic if you can get him around the quarterback for sure, and he's big and long and can run and chase these guys down. So just continually asking him to do different things. He's done a great job of just understanding that and being put in positions. There's a lot of calls on the field actually where he might be changing some of the assignments based on different looks that we have, and his ability to do that has really been outstanding. So you like those pieces on the field.
Patricia was our interview in postgame, and Teddy, you were here. He was in a great mood. It was his birthday. He was getting ready to hit the Taco Bell window on his way home. I thought he might be doing like a Tombstone pizza, 1 a.m. That's usually my go-to when
you don't want to go
stuff
home
is closing.
And have the oven. You got to set the oven. No, you want something immediate.
Window's a good move. If you can maybe send someone else out there to wait in the window for you, because you can sit back at the office, review some film, get the fumes as well. Here's a couple of statistical nuggets I saw the guys at 11 Warriors pull for this week. The first is a team stat where this Ohio State defense has not given up a single red zone point this year. And aside from the one Arch Manning throw and that probably flukish long touchdown from Parker Navarro, they haven't really given up any points of any kind. They're giving up 5.3 points per game. Somehow that's only second in the nation. That's not the number one scoring defense. BYU has given up 1.5 per game, but if you needed to know, they've only played 2 games, Portland State and Stanford, so that will go up. Here's one on Julian Sayin that puts his total performance into perspective. Taking into mind, he did play a strong team and a strong defense against Texas, and it's still early, but 3 games, he has a completion rate of 78.9%. The 8 touchdowns, 3 picks. Justin Fields had the highest percentage of this next group through 3 games, but that was lower, 70.3%. Kyle McCord was 69.7%, Will Howard 68.9%, and C.J. Stroud 62.4%. How about some recruiting nuggets here? Larry Johnson now has his first 5-star recruit on the defensive line since JT Tuimoloau and Jack Sawyer both came in the same class. He already recruited him, got the commitment from Kari Wilder from Gardena, California. But when Rivals on 3 did their star updates here recently, Wilder got the coveted 5th star. He's a big guy, 6'4", 260, could project to play inside and maybe the 3 technique as he gets his size up. He's pretty locked in on his commitment. He committed in June. There's not a lot of concern about him being dude flipped. And the 2026 Rivals 300 update, he is now the top-ranked Buckeye, number 14 overall, ahead of the Akron O-lineman Sam Greer, Chris Henry Jr., who Dave Portnoy is trying to steal from us, right? Blaine Bradford, he's a safety. He bangs from Baton Rouge. And Damari Simeon, defensive lineman from Richland, New Jersey. Buckeyes are 9th in the 2026 class. Just in the Big Ten alone, they're behind USC, who has the top-ranked class right now.
Really?
Lincoln Riley needs it. He absolutely needs it. and Oregon is ranked number 7 in that class. Michigan is right behind the Buckeyes at number 10. So the Buckeyes need to get a move going. Little men's soccer around the block. Oh, they're 3-3 on the young season. They're trying to get on a hot streak. They beat Butler 4-0 on Saturday. Take that, Thad Matta. That followed a tough 1-0 home loss to Louisville. They will be at Michigan State on Friday. And Nick McHenry for them, second Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week honor.
Great job, Timmy.
Inside the Buckeyes.
Great job. The world famous Ohio State Buckeyes. Timmy feels dirty about agreeing with a certain NFL analyst. He's going to tell you who coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
This report brought to you by the International Hot Rod Association. You're slow on the North Outer Belts eastbound between State Route 315 and I-71 North. Also, be aware of accidents east Livingston Avenue at College Avenue and Parsons Avenue at Groveport Road. Feel the thunder. The IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series explodes into the driveway West Salem September 24th to 27th. Top Fuel, Funny Cars, Pro Mods, Nitro Harleys, kids 12 and under are free. Get your IHRA All Access tickets now at IHRA.com. I'm Heather Pasco for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Football season is here at Columbus, and Germain Toyota of Columbus has the winning plays. Drive home a brand new 2025 Tacoma SR5, just $269 a month for 36 months, 10,000 miles a year. Or power up with the Tundra, now just 1.75 APR for 72 months. Don't wait. These deals, they won't last long. Stop by Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road, or shop anytime at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota of Columbus. See dealer for details.
We've all got our daydreams, right? Little things, big things, things you know one day you'll do. Then out of nowhere, cancer. And all your plans don't change a bit. I would know. I'm about to jump out of an airplane with my dad. Our first time skydiving solo, and my second year since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health. All right, Dad, let's go. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keep making plans.
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com.
Bob Yoakum, president of Rockford Homes, explains why he banks with First Bank of Central Ohio.
Anytime you're dealing with a local bank, it's about being able to pick up the phone and talk to real people. That is a huge pro. You know, when you get into these bigger banks, that doesn't happen.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash, at just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown! This is what the Buckeyes train so hard for.
Just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change, their techs train like pros to deliver expert service every time.
Wait, are we talking about football or oil changes?
Both. Whether it's the Buckeyes on the field or your car in the bay, it's all about preparation and precision.
Can't argue with that.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit VIOC.com/Buckeyes today.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dump all your problems on someone else's back? Well, when you wake up to a clogged drain or a plumbing issue, make that Mr. Rooter's problem.
Call 855-MISTERS today or MrRooter.com.
Call Mr. Rooter, he'll be there quick.
Oven-baked French toast. Hot, melty cheese. And meat. And meat. And meat. Introducing UDF's new 3-meat French toast stackwich. Sweet and savory cinnamon swirl French toast piled with thick cut bacon, natural pork sausage, and smoky Canadian bacon. It's the newest flavor in our lineup of breakfast sandwiches. All stacked fresh, all served hot, and all made in store to make your morning. The new 3-meat French toast stackwich from UDF. Mornings made for you.
Sounding an alarm.
Did any of this have to happen?
No.
All new tonight, ABC 6 News continues to investigate the city's mandate to replace thousands of water meters in Columbus homes,
Nobody said that they could come and flood my house.
raising questions about who is doing the work.
You don't think constituents should be upset about this?
The hiring practices that are causing even more safety concerns.
Do you think our coverage exposed a lot about this company?
I think it's a good thing.
Tonight at 6.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids. I have an IQ of 160. I work with the cops.
You're a cop?
No, they do sign my paychecks.
Caitlin Olsen returns in High Potential, the #1 drama.
She was abducted. You knew that already, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought it'd be nice to let you have this one.
And one of the best new crime procedurals.
You're waiting on me to leave so you can poke around without a warrant, aren't you?
Yeah.
High Potential, tonight at 10 on ABC 6.
Scraped Ohio necklaces, Blocko earrings, Ohio State bangles, and more. You'll find an exclusive collection of luxury Buckeye jewelry you'll love at the Diamond Cellar, starting at $99. Show your Buckeye love at the Diamond Cellar, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels as Ohio State heads into their first of 2 bye weekends. Head coach Ryan Day meeting with the media today, talking about what their plans for practice will be this week.
Today we'll practice today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Take Friday and Saturday off, and then come back in Sunday, have our practice, and do a normal game week.
The NFL saying today there was no issue with Tom Brady being in the Las Vegas Raiders coaching box during last night's game of the Chargers. Brady's part owner of the Raiders, and concerns of a possible conflict of interest arose due to his role with Fox TV. Baseball tonight, Columbus Clippers at home with Omaha. Cleveland Guardians open a series in Detroit against the Tigers. Guardians 3 back in the AL wildcard. The Reds were 2 back in the National League wildcard are at St. Louis tonight. This update brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus a special rate on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
They refer to each other as stupid, so they must get along.
We fight a lot, but at the end of the day, it's okay, because we really do hate each other.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I was looking at the weather today. It's never going to get cool. It's never going to rain again.
Hot. That's right. Yeah, that's
Too
right.
hot. I'm looking at the extended forecast. This is like 84 every single day.
This is our life.
No
This is our
rain.
life. Yes.
Just everything's dead. Fine. But you know where it's not that?
Scotland.
Oh, yeah. Right now, it's a crisp 60. Tomorrow, 58. Little rain. Matter of fact, the high water mark for the 10-day forecast is 61 on Thursday. Everything else in the upper mid-50s. Some clouds, some rain. It's lush.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
green.
Love it.
See, in my neighborhood, I guess everybody else thought, hey, we're going to turn the sprinklers off. But me, every single day, I water that lawn. So my lawn is nice and lush. It's green.
Nobody else's is.
Okay, but nobody else is keeping up their lawn.
I told you this. I don't know what the reason is. Well, we've had worse off Julys and August where we've had the 90 to 100 degree heat with no rain. So I guess here lately we've been a little bit cooler. Maybe that's been the difference. But my grass is hanging on. Like,
you get a little bit more dew at night.
Yeah,
dewy.
A little bit more dew. I'm not as burnt out as I thought I'd be because no watering unless someone's coming by and watering my yard.
I have to confess, I've been sneaking over in the middle of the night and
Did
watering.
you install irrigation that actually pops up from the grass remotely?
No,
and then it goes
I actually
back
come
down?
over every single night and I take the hose out and put the little sprinkler out there. And by the time you wake up in the morning, it's all gone.
That's
all gone.
why the hose wasn't rolled all the way back up in the spool.
That's right.
You left about 10 feet straggling.
Sometimes
out there.
I also use the hose to clean out cracky.
Absolutely.
I got that big water pressure thing on the nozzle.
Yeah. Oh, of course. You got to have that. You got like the fire hose version.
Spray that right up there.
Oh, man.
Everything gets
Cleans you right up.
Absolutely. Teddy, did you wear that cowboy hat today because you're celebrating the victory from this past weekend? Or was it just a new hat? You wanted to wear the new hat?
It was a new hat, and I just wanted to wear with the sticker in and show Timmy. That was the only reason. I might buy another hat just for that, just for the sticker.
Well, I think that hat really sucks.
Too hot.
I knew you'd buy that style of hat, too. A classic dad hat kind of guy.
That's because I have
it's a nice hat.
I have a smaller head.
You do have a small. You got a pin head.
Because I can't wear the bigger hats, the big crown hats.
Yeah, you can't.
Kyle
Kyle Shanahan wears the bigger.
Can I tell you something, Timmy? You look stupid in them too. Those high crown heads. You don't have the type of head to pull that off.
I don't
think he can.
No.
Yeah. My head's a little bit taller.
Yeah,
I got more of a forehead.
He does.
Yeah.
Why are you wearing a Philadelphia 76ers hat
today? He visited there.
Because I picked this up at an NBA three-point shootout. This was my prize. It was a gift, Mike.
It was a gift?
I won it.
It wasn't a gift. It was a reward.
It's a major award.
Right.
That's why. I mean, I wasn't going to get any Eagles or Eagles crap. Can't wear that team. I was at the Jersey Shore. They have all sorts of Philadelphia stuff.
What about a Phillies?
I could do a Phillies. I have that old throwback Phillies jacket. I've worn that from time to time.
John Tortorella hat.
No, can't do Flyers. Jackets are the only one for me.
What's Tortorella doing this year? Nothing. He didn't catch on with anybody else. Did he?
I don't think so. Not yet. Don't you think he will though? When anybody
he'll be the delusional answer for someone else. Man, we need a change. He's in this dressing room.
He's a mid-season answer.
We need a culture change. Who's the biggest douche we can call? Well, Babcock, but probably not. Let's call Tortorella instead.
Let's get Torts in here. Oh, the other thing I saw when I was walking back there and got a drink of water, I looked into Fishy's office. What the hell are you doing? Are you sliding in the paper sheet rundowns for
I don't want him to feel left
single
out.
day that he's out?
So I have a little
Why
rundown
are you doing
sheet
that?
for every single show, just a single piece of paper.
Yeah.
All right, it's got our little bullet points on it. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see my little rundown sheet right here. And every single day when Fishy is here, I hand him the rundown. Not because I have to, out of common courtesy. That's all. And he's been out dealing with colon cancer. And every single day in his absence, I've been sliding one under his door. So he'll have a big stack of them. What is he going to do with them? Laugh and throw them away? But I just want symbolically him to know that I'm still handing him the rundown every single day.
The nice thing to do would be to drive them to his apartment.
I'm not going to do that.
After every show. Stop in and visits with the Fishy.
You visited with the Fishy.
I did.
You said he took his Pepe out. He's on this big...
His Pepe Pearson was just
this
right
medication.
there.
He doesn't know what he's doing. He's on heavy Quaaludes. He just whipped it right out in front of you.
I texted him last night just to tell him what kind of chaos is going on here at work, and it was like an actual text of like fear and stress and all this is happening.
You really opened up to him.
And then Fish congratulated me. That's what he did. That's what he said.
What do you mean?
He said, "Congratulations. That's going to be fun." And it wasn't like it didn't even seem like it was sarcastic. It seemed like he had time to read the text, heard the way I was saying, and was like, "Oh, congratulations
on your first mental breakdown.
It's going to be great.
It'll be the first of many."
So I also felt a little weird about this when I saw that Dan Orlovsky, NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky.
Everybody loves him, Timmy.
Everybody does love him.
Everybody loves him.
He was doing the game last night, and I don't know at what point it got this way for me, but not saying it's right, but anyone that's on one of those two desk shows now on ESPN, it just rubs me wrong. I don't know why. I know their content is their content, and they frame it in a certain way because they're trying to run a business and that gets views. But sometimes the overanalyzing, I feel, is always done on those shows. And maybe they just go too far with certain things. And I think Dan has certainly, he's given a lot of takes since he's been doing that.
To be an idiot.
He's a little obnoxious to me.
It also
at times.
doesn't help the fact that everybody in media seems to like him. And then I just naturally hate people in media because I secretly hate myself. I don't secretly hate myself. I openly hate myself.
I think I think Buck and Aikman were like glowing on him last night. Were they? Did I see that, Teddy? Maybe I didn't hear it,
like,
but I saw it on social media. Like, oh wow, this guy's just.
But you know what?
He's ever done
He's
it.
great.
Yeah.
I actually took it the other way. I thought they were low-key throwing some shade.
Oh,
Good.
Maybe.
I thought they were low because Aikman was saying, like, I turn on the TV and this guy's just here all the time. He's the hardest working guy.
Well, seriously, it's like the Stephen A. Smith factor. Why can't you just be happy making $10 million a year?
No, man. He's
to
got to
do
show up on the soap
this
operas,
show? Do this show and do it really well. Put all your focus and energy into that. No, he's got to travel. He's got to be on the NBA coverage. He's got to be the first face you see in the morning. He's got to do SportsCenter hits. He's got to be on the late night SportsCenter. He's got to then do, I'm not even going to do an ESPN radio show. I'm going to go to Sirius. I'm going to go to Mad Dog Sports Radio and do it for the competitor. I don't even know how that works anyway because Mad Dog works for ESPN and then he has his own competing Sirius radio channel too.
It's
So I don't know.
all one big incestuous relationship.
It really is. So Dan's
incestuous.
in West Virginia-ness. So Dan Orlovsky is that way for me, but I felt bad as soon as I saw it because I had this exact thought run through my head when we're driving home from the Bengals game on Sunday. And that's Joe Burrow could be slipping towards, it's what they call the Andrew Luck time, coach. It feels like it might be going that way. Andrew Luck, I don't think anybody would deny, was a great quarterback. And if he had a little bit more of that good grace with his injury situations, some of that might have been on him with maybe not choosing to have surgeries sooner rather than later and maybe miss a year earlier for the sake of the latter half of your career. And honestly, it also could be him, just the type of person. But I do believe a little bit that he wanted to retire young because he was in so much pain all the time. And he said, this is not really what my life needs to be about. But when you look at Joe, none of us deny how good he is. But the facts are the facts. It's the third year out of 6 in the NFL where he's going to be out for the season. And I still I don't have a whole lot of faith in how the Bengals are run. It's not to say that they wouldn't pay for certain guys. But do you trust? They did. But did they pay for offensive linemen that are sort of important too? It's one thing to have these shiny toys running around on the outside. What good is it if you're running around for your life and then you get killed for the third straight time and you can't even deliver the football to him? And I have no faith in Zach Taylor or that they would ever do anything when they realize that Zach Taylor cannot coach this team the way that you need to coach him.
What you're saying is it's basically over. His career is over. He's going to retire just like Andrew Luck.
I'm saying that the slide.
Bengals fans should just start drinking now.
I don't want to tell you that. That's not the nail in the coffin point. The point of it is that the warning signs, the red flags are starting to show once you've been hurt this many times.
I understand.
This many season-ending injuries. It's a stigma. And I don't want it to be for Joe. I'm not saying shut the book, Super Bowl will never happen, but I can certainly see it. I can certainly see how you never get one with Joe. The closest you're ever going to come was making it to the Super Bowl in that second year that he was playing.
It's all over.
It's done.
It's all over.
It's done.
Trade them all.
It's over. May as well quit.
Trade everybody on the roster.
May as well retire. Sorry, Bengals fans.
All right, you heard it here first. Heard it from Timmy and Dan Orlovsky.
We can wake up in 2092 and you'll still not have a Super Bowl. That will be sad.
I have become a fan. A lot of people are jumping on this guy, and I think it's wrong. I have become a fan of Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel.
You're a liar.
No, I'm dead serious. I've become a fan of his. I'm going to tell you why. Coming up next, Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
This report sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. On the north side, we have an accident I-71 southbound between Park Road and I-270, the North Outer Belt. It's causing some stop-and-go delays. Also accidents Parsons Avenue at Groveport Road and just clearing East Livingston Avenue at College Avenue. Still watch for a little bit of a slowdown. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, they perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go. They'd let you know if they found something in their check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. It's thorough and honest. Comes with no charge. I'm Heather Pasco for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War, by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of our specialties here at Pella Wilson is getting rid of old, smaller windows with no view and replacing them with huge, beautiful windows that can change the look and feel of your home.
We tried that once, but we cut the hole a bit too big, so we had to put in a garage door instead in their dining room.
Wilson.
Didn't improve the view, but they do have a drive-through now, so you're welcome, Grewball family.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
He opens his toolbox before he opens his wallet and believes you can fix anything with 20 minutes and some pride. He's Mr. DIY. Then when he needs metal, he goes to metal supermarkets. Artists, hobbyists, machine shops, maintenance professionals, and welders all count on metal supermarkets for over 8,000 metal products, shapes, and grades. If it's metal, they've got it or can get it for you. Cut to any size and ready fast. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
We're 1-800-GOT-JUNK. I was told you could make us feel better. You're suffering from too much junkitis. Point at something you haven't used lately. Wow, it's gone. Try it, honey. You'll feel light as a feather.
Something I haven't used?
All you have to do is point.
I feel like I'm flying.
That's the sound of optimism and energy and possibilities. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
T-Bone's an expert at making mornings better. He brought back the bagel sandwiches at McDonald's. He feeds birds out of his mouth. And he hosts a radio show guaranteed to make you smile. Yay, T-Bone. Yes. T-Bone and Tyvis.
Weekday mornings at 6.
The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means you pick your wager. Will it be $1, $2, a crisp $20? Your call. Like picking your own numbers? Use any inspiration you like. Birthdays, jersey numbers, you name it. And if you don't feel like choosing, there's the Super Quick Auto Pick. With regular promotions that'll get you more bang for your Keno buck, multiple ways to win, prizes galore, and live draws every few minutes. Anytime is the right time to get in on the Keno action. Keno is always fun, your way. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
With Amazon Business, smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Sunny skies, light winds, and a little warm on this Tuesday. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Overnight down to around 60 degrees. Clear skies and a comfortable start. During the day, we're at around 60 in the morning. Back in the mid to upper 80s in the afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
The only show that can bring a dead queen back to life. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Look, doing big home projects can be a difficult thing, especially if you got to redo that roof, right? That's a tough one, but you don't have to fear because, what's the name? Don't tell me. I think it's Victor. That's right. My friends at Victor's Home Solutions, they are experts in this field. And there's really no reason not to give them a call and start it up with the 21-point roof inspection. They will assess the exact condition of that roof and exactly what needs to be done. Certainly that attic ventilation, and that is completely free. So call them, 866-VICTORS. They will get that thing started. They've got thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. It's why they can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. I've seen friends get their roofs redone. Those roofing companies, they leave all the crap all over the yard. Not Victor's. They're clean when they leave your spot. And since no one wants to pay the high interest rates for a limited time, they're offering 5-year no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. Go online at victors.com.
Matt Painter, Purdue head coach, let one get away.
Oh, no.
I saw that top 30 overall recruit Quinn Costello has committed to Michigan. Purdue was hot and heavy on this guy. So was Michigan State, North Carolina, and others. He is 6'10". I just saw a picture of him, and he looks every bit of 6'10". Now, perhaps Matt Painter, who is known for recruiting just giant men, saw this guy, and he's like, hey, Dusty May, you want to have this 6'10" guy? Go ahead.
It's a tiny person.
Tiny little thing.
Yeah,
what would we
6'10". 6'10", 195.
Here's what Matt Painter does. He goes into the hills of West Virginia. He's got like a special whistle. He embeds himself. He spreads moss and feces all over his body to blend in with the surroundings.
Put some Rambo face paint on.
Exactly.
Yeah, gets in there.
And then he comes across a Sasquatch, and he talks to him. He's learned how to speak Sasquatch. And then Sasquatch, he shows him a basketball. And the Sasquatch picks him. Then, over time, Matt Painter teaches him just enough English, shaves him down, and enrolls him at Purdue. And that's, boys and girls, where Zach Edey came from.
Then they put him behind the wheel and say, just drive. Just drive.
Got to drive a tiny little Subaru.
Drive at 170 miles per hour.
All right, Mike McDaniel. He is the head coach of the Dolphins. A lot of people making fun of him, think he's on the hot seat. I think it's ridiculous. We're not appreciating this. All right, this is like Andy Kaufman. We're not appreciating this man in his time. Because what we have here, we're looking at it all wrong, is not a head coach trying to win football games. What you have here is someone doing an excellent job of performance art.
He's doing a bit.
We are in a Borat movie, and we don't even know it. Borat's in our village. Right?
Yes.
There's a camera crew, and only a year later do we see that it was a movie, and we were all taken. Oh, that's an actor. That's Sacha Baron Cohen. That's not really Borat. We always made the joke that Mike McDaniel looked like a version of Pete Davidson. Friends, this is Pete Davidson.
My name is Borat.
This is the long con.
I like you.
I'm convinced of this, especially after Mike McDaniel's press availability yesterday. Here is a clip from the press conference, and tell me this is not a guy doing a bit.
To win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game, honestly. And that is how you lose the game. You're moving the ball down the field. You're 1st and 10, and then you find yourself at 2nd and 20. That was critical.
Maybe you have. I'm talking to the parents out there that have kids that are about getting ready to go to college. All right, they're maybe taking some tours, and they're going to be taking the ACTs, and figuring out where they want to go. And you're going to have a list of schools. You got your miracle schools, your regular schools, your safety schools. Maybe you shoot really high. Maybe you got a really smart one on the honor roll, and they apply to Yale. And maybe they don't get into Yale because it's very tough. Unless you're a future former president, it's tough to get into Yale, right? So maybe that rejection letter comes in the mail. Maybe your natural reaction is to put your arm around the kid and say, it's okay. It's Yale. It's hard to get in there, but no, we shouldn't be doing that. Instead, you should play him this cut and say, this guy right here, this guy went to Yale.
To win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game, honestly. And that is how you lose the game. You're moving the ball down the field. You're 1st and 10, and then you find yourself at 2nd and 20. That was critical.
Does he look like, is it just me, or does he look like he's 110 pounds? That he's been losing weight these last couple of years. He
continues to shrink.
I'm sure it's the stress, but it looks like those gold glasses are going to fall right off of his face.
They're weighing him down. They weigh 27 pounds.
He looks like a grandmother that has to get wheeled out to the lobby in a nursing home.
He needs a chain around
he does.
The glasses.
Could I have one of those, madam? Looks like he needs to be wheeled next to the bowl of Werther's.
That guy is a Yale graduate there.
I was curious. His degree was in history.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be in some wildly impressive studies.
History's not impressive?
I guess it's sort of impressive.
You get a history degree from Yale? You crapping on that?
Yeah, I guess I was scoffing on that.
You went to KU and got a communications degree, and you're sitting here next to me, you loser.
It wasn't a communications degree, though.
What was it?
It was a journalism degree.
Even worse. And this is what you've done with it?
Well, I mean, I aimed high.
Well, you left low.
Yeah.
Low?
I certainly did.
What do you think, Schlegel?
I love grass.
Me too, buddy. I'm sorry, what were you going to say? History degree?
Yeah.
Teddy, what was your major over at Ohio State?
It was communications.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Here you are.
Political science.
When you first decided,
poli-sci, baby,
I want to get into this business, all right? You're a young whippersnapper. You're laying in bed in your waterbed back when you were banging.
Yeah.
What did you envision? Like, everybody daydreams about what they thought their career was going to be. What did you think it was going to be?
No, when I was younger, I wanted to be Marty Brenneman, really. That's who my hero kind of was. That was the guy. That's what I wanted to do. And then I kind of realized, found out that there was a lot of other things. Sports radio was becoming a thing. And then I just wanted to be part of sports somehow.
Did you ever want to be on the air? Or did you always envision yourself, once you decided I'm not going to be Marty Brenneman, I'll just be behind the scenes?
No, at first I guess, I wanted to do something on the air. And then when I got hired, I was put in front of a board and I did it well. And at that time, they had problems with people trying.
Nobody did it well.
Nobody did it well. I did it well.
So you feel you got pigeonholed into that?
So they were like, yeah, you do that. And, don't worry about, trying to do updates or hosting or anything.
Well, you know what? I understand. I think we remedy this problem right now.
I say we do the old switch.
We do the old switcheroo.
Yeah, but
But then, see that was the thing for a minute. I could not really work that well in that world. Everybody.
Oh, you were a terrible producer.
Well, everybody essentially has to start there, and I had moved to a few different radio stations, so I was still sort of picking up the processes in the actual, like we're doing here now together.
You had moved to a few different radio stations. They told you to go away.
Well, they did.
It's called being fired.
They did it one of them. That was just one time. One time I elected to leave. Second time I was told to get the hell out. And then I popped up here at the Fan in Columbus.
Mm-hmm. We're lucky to have you. And then 12 years later, me and you, buddy.
Oh, God.
That's right.
Disaster.
Rapid fire in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got stop-and-go delays due to an accident on the north side, I-71 southbound between Park Road and the North Outer Belt. You're going to need some extra time. Traffic's also slow on the West Outer Belt northbound between Tuttle Crossing Boulevard and US 33. And there is still a crash, Parsons Avenue at Groveport. This report sponsored by RRFoundationSpecialist.com. Wet basements? Call R&R Foundation Specialist. From cracked foundations to clogged drains, water damage can sneak in from anywhere. No hidden fees, no sloppy work, just honest, expert waterproofing. Protect your home from water damage. Visit RRFoundationSpecialist.com today. I'm Heather Pasco for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Brought to you by Metal Supermarkets. Metal Supermarkets is your convenience store for metal. Visit Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com for all your metal needs.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens, the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Common Man here. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free and no interest for 3 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 614-502-5220. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
A show with copious amounts of fart sounds. Emphasis on copious.
Oh no, I got a fart, but I don't know which way to lean.
This is Man and Timmy.
NBA Commissioner Adam Silver was talking today at a front office sports forum, roundtable sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
He said about the future NBA European League. He says 2 to 3 years for a timeline of the NBA European League. Says the arena infrastructure overseas is a hurdle. Said, quote, I don't want to go longer than 2028 for a launch.
Okay.
Because that's when my work visa ends on Earth and I'm due back on my home planet full of gargoyles. He frightens me to my very core.
That's the life that was found on Mars.
He doesn't have
Ancient
any
life.
blood running through his veins. He was made in a lab if he's not an alien.
Silver is a terrifying to look at dude.
Isn't he?
I forget.
Look at his eyes. There's nothing there.
I forget what game it was. It was one of the playoff games, and they had, that bird's eye. It might have been the drone cam. They were going to a commercial break, and they were showing shots of the crowd and all that. And the drone cam just sort of was moving past, like, above the bench areas, and fans are all doing their thing. They're cheering for the home team. It was probably the Thunder crowd, and they're happy. They're excited. They're about to win the championship. And then Adam Silver and, like, 3 other suits were just sort of standing there like it was a seance.
They were plugged into the board.
Just staring. And they were all, like, looking right up at the drone as it went by. I was like, yeah! I, like, hopped out of my chair. I'd, like, go back and rewind it a few times. Scared the crap out of me.
All right, rapid fire. Come on.
Rapid fire.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling. From sump pumps and water heaters to full heating and cooling repair and replacement. The Waterworks tackles it all. Call 614-232-2222.
All right, Teddy.
Yes.
Rapid fire number 1.
All right, which NFL team has surprised you the most so far this season?
Well, how do you not say the Colts, right? I mean, I thought the Colts were going to be hot garbage. I understand they've had 2 home games, and we don't know how good their opponents really are, but it doesn't matter. They haven't punted. They have not punted in their first 2 games. The first team to ever do this in the history of the modern post-merger National Football League.
The other team that's got a really nice point differential right now is the Los Angeles Rams. 2-0 with Matt Stafford. Nice win over the Texans week 1. Beat Tennessee on the road 33-19.
You kind of figure, though.
And then I'd say the Chargers is the only other one I'd kind of give a run for not saying the Colts.
At some point, he's going to miss multiple games with some sort of back issue or
that's a concern.
Something,
it
right?
It is. But for the other team I mentioned, Justin Herbert looks really good. I mean, it looks like it's clicking with Jim Harbaugh. He's got 5 touchdown passes, no picks, 72%. It was a pretty easy win for them, even though they didn't put up boatloads of points. But the win over the Chiefs in week 1, then beating the Raiders in Vegas, those 2 teams for me, other than the Colts, should mention.
Rapid fire number 2.
Which Big Ten team, other than the Buckeyes, has impressed you the most so far this season?
I mean, like, surprisingly, can I just say Oregon and call it a day? Or do I have to, like, pick a sleeper? Like, Rutgers. Because I don't believe it. I don't believe, really, in any other Big Ten team.
How about USC?
I mean, they had a big weather delay. We asked Adam Rittenberg about that Purdue game. They won 33-17. They didn't exactly blow the doors off them, and Purdue was a 1-win team last year. I guess I could say a team that we knew was there last year, and people are sort of preparing for their demise. They have not played anybody at all, mind you. They did just
say Indiana.
They beat Indiana State 73-0. And they have the Illinois game coming up. So I think the 2 teams that were kind of
who they play week 1 that they struggled with?
Old Dominion. It was Old Dominion.
Freight Lines.
That's right. Yeah. The Old Dominion State. That's the Virginia school, so I'm sure he knew a lot about them coming from JMU. But you can't really say much for Indiana's schedule. It's kind of a tough question because Penn State, Ohio State, Oregon, you kind of expected those teams to do what they're doing. And maybe Rutgers is that team that's hiding in the weeds, and maybe they can somehow find their way to an 8-win season. We'll see.
Rapid fire number 3.
It seems like the kickoff in the NFL is back. Are you guys a fan of how this new NFL kickoff rule is working?
Love it.
Yes.
I like it a lot. I was afraid. Actually, I was resigned to the fact that this was going to go away. It was going to be a dead play. And I like how this has rejuvenated it. Was it 78% of kicks were returned the first 2 weeks of the season?
Or it went up to in week 2 to 78%.
It's almost a rarity when you see a touchback. I like it a lot. I think it creates action, which we need more of. And if the science is to be believed, it cuts down on injuries too. So you get the action, less injuries. Mikey happy.
Yeah, he said it. The NFL had to act when you've got a play in football like the extra point where it was a 99-point-something success rate. If it is almost a certainty that something is going to happen with these professionals, then why the hell are we wasting our time? Make an adjustment. Make it an actual play that's got some excitement. Now, they didn't want to make it to where it was a coin flip kick. These guys are so good now, but 33 yards was the difference. Same thing happened with the adjustment with the kickoff. They weren't returning them. They're just blasting them out of the end zone. Make it a big penalty for a touchback. Let's see some returns. I do enjoy it.
Rapid fire number 4.
All right. Robert Redford, we saw that he had passed away earlier today. What's your favorite Robert Redford movie?
We talked about The Natural.
The Natural, probably. I'll give you a no pun intended, sneaky good one. He was in a movie called Sneakers, which was like a heist film with Sidney Poitier, and I can say like River Phoenix was in it, and it was very good. Like early 90s. Dan Aykroyd, I want to say, was in that too.
Sidney's the Heat of the Night actor, right? Was Dan Aykroyd in Sneakers? I don't remember if he was or not.
Heat of the Night.
Sidney, you mentioned Sidney Poitier. Never mind. Move along. You clearly didn't get the reference. Move along, Betty.
All right. Rapid fire number 5.
There was the Robert Redford movie, Spy Game. Did you ever see that one with Brad Pitt?
I think I saw that.
I ain't seen it.
It's been a long
it's
time.
a
That's like
sneaky good
20,
one, too.
turn of the century,
right.
early
2001,
2000s.
maybe, something like that.
Yeah, pretty solid. But Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid with Paul Newman. That's
fantastic.
That's as good as it gets.
Is there a song that seems maybe a little ridiculous, but you kind of secretly like it, which might surprise people? For example, I had mentioned System of a Down's BYOB.
Which one is BYOB? I only think of Chop Suey.
No, I want Teddy to sing it. Go ahead.
I'd have to get the lyrics for it.
You can't even give me anything?
No, not off the top of my head.
Oh, Teddy, you know the one that we had recently. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Whip it good.
Crack that whip.
It's not too late to whip it good. Whoosh. That one.
I haven't talked about this song in a while, but there is a song that I contend everybody on earth likes.
Okay.
Even if you don't want to admit it.
I have an idea.
Do you?
Maybe. We'll see.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Tell you, man.
Suffocation, no breathing.
What happened?
Cut my life into pieces.
Uh-oh.
This is my last resort.
That was the first glitch.
Was that a glitch, or was that I'm not sure if the F word's in it?
No, we edited that one out.
Maybe the unedited one made it in.
What was the little spacecraft that we had? Was it Galileo, where we put all the gold record on there and the naked picture of the man? We sent it out into space. People greeting in other languages on the record. You know anything what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I don't.
Well, I think it was
like you when I mentioned Heat of the Night.
in the 70s, I think. We put this together. We shot it off into space.
Like a time capsule thing.
So that, aliens, if they're out there, they'll find it.
Yeah.
And they'll learn something about us. We put classical compositions on there.
Sure, a little Beethoven,
little
this
children
and that.
singing to people. Picture a man with
children
a pee-pee.
of the world.
And,
picture a man with a pee-pee.
well, it's a naked man. He's not clothed. Drawing of a naked guy.
Just for art?
To show them
what
we
are?
To show them what we have. They didn't really go... Anyway.
Why though?
I think...
What's the point?
If we were to do... So let them know who we are. I think if we were to do that today, that song needs to be...
Papa Roach?
Papa Roach.
Papa Roach is just... It's like a MySpace page where it's just always going.
Cut my life into pieces. This
think
is
about
my
it.
last resort.
The aliens show up. They find a... Oh, it happened again.
What is it doing?
It just stopped. It glitched.
You're fading, but it's just...
I'm not. No,
it's just cutting off.
It's glitching. Even the computer system says, don't play that song anymore. See? I listen. Zach Wierenski has standards. We don't on this show, but he does. That's coming up next. Colin, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Good news. The accident on the north side, I-71 southbound between Park Road and the north outer belt has cleared. Traffic, though, remains a little slow on the west outer belt northbound between Tuttle Crossing Boulevard and US 33. Traffic's a little heavy, and we do have an accident Parsons Avenue at Groveport Road. This report sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, they perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go. They'd let you know if they found something in their check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Thorough and honest, come with no charge. I'm Heather Pasco for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Leadership is the thing that turns good teams into great teams. And it's not just having someone who's vocal in the locker room. It's about that person being able to back it up on the field. It's the same with business. Some of the best companies are born from great leaders who aren't afraid of getting their hands dirty. Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, know a thing or two about that.
Thanks, Bobby. There's no substitute for doing the right thing, and often the hard thing
growing in business. Managing the books, cash flow, and sales tracking are important, but not as important as developing a team.
Spot on, Chuck. All the great leaders you and I have had the opportunity to watch aren't afraid to jump in the field and get things done. That's the mentality we want around here, and that's what we strive for every day. We can all agree that greatness comes from work, leaders lead by example, and those two things will never change.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
IKEA is celebrating 40 years of making home dreams possible in the U.S. Visit us in stores September 3rd until the 23rd for limited time offers and experiences like our Ortianta streetwear collection, our new Tilvercott furniture, daily chances to win gift cards, and more. Come celebrate 40 years of meatball-fueled shopping, brave attempts at our Swedish names, and the inexplicable need for stylish modern design. Offer valid September 3rd through September 23rd, 2025. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and ikea.us.com for details. Restrictions apply.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like chew this gum and it grows new teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
The season may be winding down, but there's still time to make the most of Buckeye Lake. At Buckeye Lake Marina, we have year-end deals on boats, accessories, and more. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
Buckeye fans, it's here. Behind the O, the free app with exclusive athlete-driven Ohio State content. Every click helps NAL for your favorite Buckeyes at no cost to you. Download Behind the O today and get closer to the Buckeyes than ever before.
Free to you, NIL for them. Behind the O. Download now.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at ColumbusMen'sClinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky's Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan.
Number one pizza expert and the number 4 college basketball expert at the radio station.
Just from looking at your clothes and weight, I can tell you all watch a lot of free network television.
This is Man and Timmy.
Hey, subscribe to the podcast of this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. Went outside last night when I got home. Grilled up some turkey burgers.
Ooh, nice.
Had some caramelized onions that I had used over the weekend.
Oh, that's very good.
That I kept in a little Tupperware.
That's very good.
Butter.
Mm-hmm.
Turkey burger.
Do you do will you throw? I know it maybe defeats the purpose, but anytime. Well, you're not cooking on a flat top grill.
I mean, we're all not
Right?
like you, Timmy. I got a regular grill.
Hold up.
Flame grill. We don't have the black stone like Timmy.
Hey, hold up, mister. How do you turn on your grill again? What do you do?
I turn it on. What do you mean?
How do you turn on your grill?
I turn it on. There's a knob. I turn it on.
Do you have like wheels that you can see on the bottom of your gas
wheels.
grill? Or is it maybe encased in a beautiful brick paver type of setup?
It is indeed.
Oh, is it in like an outdoor kitchen type of looking thing?
All fun and games till something breaks.
It's
and
all
then
built in.
I'd pretty much had to replace that thing this year after 11 years of living in the house. Pretty much like paying for a whole new grill.
Big job.
Oh, big job.
Propane line, though, going right into the grill.
Underground. You know what's good about that? All year long.
Of course.
I mean, you can do it all year long anyway. You just have to replace the propane tank and all that. But
do you have the switch like right there on the grill? Do you have to like turn the gas line on like a little knob in the house or like on the patio?
No.
It's just all right there on the grill.
It's all right there on the grill.
Right there on the grill. Just flip the switch. Boop. Here
I
the
got
gas.
the little gas line for the fire pit, too.
Yeah. Same line. May as well just service both those things.
That's right.
That's nice.
You know what would be nice? To have an evening cool enough where I could actually go out and use the fire pit.
No. Well, you did get to use it this year.
Not recently.
When it was chillier. But no, you got to wait another 2 or 3 weeks. Do you know what I got to do today, though, that I haven't done in a while? Little diner breakfast. Got to get out to the Olympic Diner.
What'd you have?
I had scrambled eggs. I had their hash browns, which their hash browns at Olympic Diner.
Are they shredded or are they like home fries?
They're a hybrid. They're in between. They're like the smashed potatoes. So they're not the shredded and they're not the home style. To me, it's the best of both worlds.
They get crispy?
Yeah, they get very crispy. I would probably, if you said one or the other, shredded or the home fries, Starliner does the home fries, and Waffle House style, that's always shredded. Everyone knows, and there's all different ways to doctor it. I'd probably go shredded, but this is the best because they're a little bit more chunky, but they're smashed down so they get brown and crispy on the edges as well. So I had that, had the sausage patties, and had the Texas toast for the bread.
Slathered? Buttery?
Oh, yeah, of course. You know,
I like my toast dripping, baby.
Yeah, you know, diner style. You don't even need to put butter on it because they do it themselves.
No, I understand that, but my wife is a lunatic. She goes in, I want it dry.
She says no butter.
She has dry, and then she'll put jelly on it like she's 97 years old.
Oh.
Which you can, look,
No.
jelly's good.
No.
But why wouldn't you want it sopping in butter?
And you know, we're still, I know everything is crazy expensive, but I still appreciate the greasy spoon diners that still have basically like their version of that, whatever IHOP's was called. Of course, we had the Grand Slam at Denny's, which was like a $3.99 breakfast special till 10 a.m. every single weekday. And Olympic has their own version. It's just called the mini breakfast, but it ain't mini. Like it's,
what are you paying for?
It's like $6.99, which is still a hell of a deal. I show me a place in town where you're getting the eggs, the meat, the potato, and toast for under $7.
I think Denny's does. They have a couple items where it's $5. I think so.
Oh, they do?
I think.
Do you think it would be? You think it's as many items as that though? Four items?
No, that I can't
with
tell
the
you.
breakfast. So pretty good, and it was fun to get out there. Always love it.
Blue Jackets had their media luncheon yesterday. We were not invited. No, I'm sure we were. We just didn't go.
We were invited. There's just some stuff going on yesterday.
Stuff going on, buddy?
Stuff going on.
Stuff going on?
Yeah.
Zach Werenski talked about expectations. He said it's kind of the same every year, but this year I genuinely feel if we're not a playoff team, it's a failure with this group. And I think everybody believes that in our locker room. Yeah, I mean, that's... Last year, you competed for a playoff spot under some of the most trying circumstances that I think any hockey club has ever had to deal with. Nobody expected you to be there and be competitive. And you were. By the way, despite having, for the most part, well, best case scenario, inconsistent, actually terrible goaltending for the entire season.
Last couple of years.
But I'm just saying,
last couple.
Last year, you were there till the end fighting for a playoff spot. And I think now, I don't want to say with it behind you, because something like that never is behind you when you're talking about the devastating offseason death of a friend and teammate. But as we continue to move forward and the young guys on this team continue to season and grow, yes, that you should be a playoff team this year. And Zach Werenski is a veteran. He's been on this team for a long time now, and he should be among the ones setting that expectation in the locker room as they get ready for camp.
You know what else I loved last year that we didn't maybe talk about enough is when we had that Patrick Laine incident, and Zach was the first guy that, at least for me, the first guy that I saw, and I think there was a bunch of other Blue Jackets.
To say that's crap?
Yeah, to look into the camera, and they're playing it on their postgame show. He's, FanDuel TV Network, Sports Network is running that, and it gets rebroadcast everywhere. I retweeted this, and then their fans up there in Montreal are going crazy with that, saying that that's a bunch of crap from Z. I love that. I absolutely love that from him, because I think that galvanized a group at the perfect time when they were all still sort of figuring out how we're going to keep playing and keep, reaching our potential after we're still thinking about Johnny and how devastating that was and always will be. But I think they're to a point now in the offseason.
Hatred is a nice welcome distraction, isn't it?
Well, hatred when it's warranted.
Right.
Hatred when it's warranted, when you did everything you could to help out this guy who, for the most part, was just a giant bum while he was here. He couldn't stay healthy. He couldn't get it done for you. He had some good. He had some
he
flashes.
had moments, and that's his entire career.
He had flashes where you see, and you're like, man, that's why that guy's a 40-goal scorer.
Of flashes,
right?
He'd be in it.
He's in it, and just the fact that he would say that after the organization bent over backwards to treat him really well.
They tried to make him a center.
Yeah.
Because he wanted
to move him around when that's what he wanted to do. And when they responded like that, I love that. It lit a fire under everyone. And that, to me, is what solidified Zach Werenski as a true Blue Jacket for life.
I saw something today that made me think that maybe me and you don't get it. I mean, there are people out there shaking their head, yes, we know that. But you know what? I'm going to tell you about what I saw, and maybe we need to adjust the way we do this show. All right? That's coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We do have an accident on State Route 315. It's southbound, rated I-670 West. It's on the left berm, and you come up on it pretty quick, so watch for some delays here. Also on the North Outer Belt, westbound between Westerville and Cleveland Avenue, traffic is heavy and slow. This report sponsored by Leeds Farm. Come join the fall fun that includes hay rides, zip lines, 2 pumpkin jumps, straw forts, farm animals, and more. Leeds Farm is open 6 weekends only, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at leedsfarm.com. I'm Heather Pasco for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Common Man here for Weed Man. I have the greenest lawn in the neighborhood every single year. And the reason why is water and Weed Man. Good news, I'm only selling you one of them. Fall is the perfect time to improve your lawn for next year. The work you do or don't do now is directly reflected next spring. If you want a beautiful spring lawn, it starts now, not next April. Now through the end of September, mention the promo code Common Man and get a free blanket weed control with the purchase of a full program. For a free quote, go to weedman.com. That's weedman.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 9/30. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.